Hey, it's Sydney, and today I have something to share with you about visualization. So there's something I realize I do while I'm visualizing, and I find it really helpful, and I've never really seen anybody talk about it. And what it is when my fears come up, or my anxieties come up, or all the different blocks or whatever come up, I actually add them in to what I'm visualizing. And how this works is, when I'm visualizing that end result, when you see yourself at that point of success and whatever that looks like, I tend to, in my own visualizations, have other people with me, right? So I'll be in a conversation with someone, or like it could be an interview or something, and when I'm having a moment where a fear of doing something comes up, or I feel stuck, or I feel like giving up, or something like that happens, then I will actually add in that feeling to the visualization as the future me who has already overcome that challenge. So it's like, let's say I'm visualizing me in the future when I've already succeeded, and I'm in a conversation with someone, and they ask me, oh wow, you managed to do all of this stuff, how did you do it? And I'll say, oh, it wasn't always so easy, and then I will, in my head, imagine this future me talking about the exact thing that I'm dealing with right now that's troubling me. I'll talk about how, maybe it's something like, at the time I had this problem that seemed very overwhelming, but in hindsight, blah 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 blah, and I'll visualize it that way. Sometimes when I visualize like that future me talking about how easy it ended up being overcoming the problem, or how it wasn't as big a deal as I thought it would be, the things that she says kind of fade off, so I don't really hear what's going on. But what's cool about this, I find, is first off, it immediately lessens the feeling that I'm feeling, because when you're caught up in the moment, you're sort of right in the middle of the feeling and sort of letting it toss you around. And then being able to visualize you in the future once you've overcome that, even if you don't know how to, already gives you that sense of distance from the current situation that allows you to go, oh yeah, I will be figuring this out, because literally anytime you have a problem in your life, you're gonna have to it's gonna have to get solved somehow, right? Otherwise it'll just still be there and you'll still be dealing with it, but eventually everything passes, all things pass. So that gives you that perspective in that moment of what it will be like after that thing is passed, and instead of being caught up in that sense of how problematic something is, you get to live the feeling of you once you've gotten past it and grown from it, even when you haven't yet. So that's something cool that happens. Another thing cool that happens, I find, is I'll get inspiration sometimes. Like, the solution will spontaneously appear because I'm already, it's like I'm channeling me in the future who already knows how to deal with it. So the idea for solving the problem will come in, or like something will come in that ends up solving whatever it is. And the last thing is that sometimes when I visualize this scenario where it's the future me talking about a problem that she's overcome, she'll actually start saying exactly what to do. So when I'm sort of seeing that situation and it's the future me, or rather it's me just talking about how I overcame whatever it is I'm dealing with at the moment, I'll actually start in my imagination saying exactly what it is that I need to do, and it'll be like, I didn't even realize that was the solution, but now that I'm saying it and imagining it in my mind, okay, great, and then I can go and fix whatever, solve whatever, and overcome whatever, and feel less blocked, stressed, whatever it is, sad, anything. And I just think that's so cool. So to sort of tune down the rambling for a second, it's just when you're visualizing yourself in that scene where you've already achieved all the things that you're working towards right now, you then take the trubs, take the problems that you feel like you're having right now, take the fear, take the insecurity, take all those things and put them into the story that you tell the people around you about how you managed to do the amazing stuff that you did. Because we all have those times where while we were doing it, it felt really difficult. And then in hindsight, when you think about it or tell other people about it, or people ask you questions about it, you're able to have that distance and look back on something with new insight and be grateful for it because you've grown from it. And so this is just taking that future feeling that you're gonna have and plonking it right in the present so that you're able to tap in to the state that you're in when you already have overcome stuff, when you already feel, when you've already gotten past whatever it is. Does that make sense? It's just taking the things that feel like a big deal now and then imagining you in the future when they're not a big deal anymore and you're like, wow, it seemed so big at the time, but now with perspective it's so small, and you're just tapping into that feeling, and it's awesome. Okay, yeah. Anyway, that is all I have to say for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you find it useful. Seriously, it's pretty awesome. Give it a shot, leave me a comment, and tell me how it goes. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, you can subscribe, and I will leave the links to like the subscribe and different videos that might be also useful to you. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.